Kia ora e hoa. Haere mai. Come and join me. I've found something. Have a look at this. Do you know what it is? It's a wētā. If you found a real wētā, it would normally be outside, and that's where it should stay. This is just a toy one. But when I found this in my toy box, it reminded me of this story. This story is called Koro Wētā. It's by Heather Laylock, and it's illustrated by Sarah Trolle. And look at the wētā. What's it doing? It's hiding in a gumboot. Uh-oh. Settle down, make yourself nice and comfy, and let's find out about this Koro Wētā, this Grandad Wētā. Are you nice and comfy? Well, let's begin. I love my gumboots. Mud squishes, ice smashes, rain sploshes, puddle splashes. Do you have gumboots? Maybe you've got gumboots like these ones. Do you love your gumboots? I love mine. They're great. At night we line our gumboots up outside the back door, ready for the morning. But one morning when I put my foot in my gumboot, thunk, thump, whack, whump. I wonder what happened. Out of my gumboot crawled a very big and very grumpy wētā. Cool, said Dad. Ah, said Mum, he's so big. He's an old one, a Koro Wētā. It's so ugly, I cried. Come here, Koro, said Mum. She picked up the wētā and put it under some ferns. Can you see the wētā going under the ferns? What else is there? Snail. That's right. The next day I turned my gumboots upside down and banged them on the steps. Nothing. I put one boot on, then the other. Thunk, thump, whack, whump. That thing's trying to get me. It's more frightened of you than you are of it, said Mum. I don't think so, I said. Come on, Koro, said Dad. Into the flax bush went Koro Wētā. That wētā really loves those gumboots, doesn't it? Hopefully it will stay in the flax bush. That night I scrunched up some old newspapers and stuffed them into my gumboots. I shouted out into the inky blackness, Oi, Koro Wētā! These gumboots are mine! In the morning I pulled the newspapers out and slid my feet gingerly inside. Nothing. Yes! That night I stuffed the newspapers into my boots again. Next morning I plunged my feet straight in, no worries. Thunk, thump, whack, whump. Mum smiled and put Koro Wētā in a pile of logs by the woodshed. Uh-oh. I wonder if the wētā will stay in the pile of wood. That night I stuffed a pair of Dad's socks in my gumboots. Those stinky holy things would keep Koro Wētā away. I wasn't taking any chances though. In the morning I tied some string to Mum's phone. I set the phone to video and lowered it down into the gumboot. Is the Wētā going to be there? Can you see the phone in the gumboot? I pulled it back out and watched the video. Ah! There was Koro Wētā, staring back at me with his beady eyes, twitching his antennae. Can you see him? Imagine having a Wētā on video. Why is he always in my gumboots? I moaned. He's probably come down from that pine tree the neighbours cut down, said Dad. He's looking for somewhere to hide, said Mum, and your gumboot is just the right size for him. Well, it's the right size for me too, I wailed. Maybe it's just going to take a while for him to find a new home, said Dad. They don't look very happy, do they? They don't want to share their gumboot with a Wētā. At lunchtime, I watched some builders nailing boards to the new house next door. Bang, bang, bam, bam, bwak, bwak, bwak. And that's when I got the idea. If I built that Wētā a house of his own, he'd stay away from my gumboots. We sawed and we sanded and we hammered. Shh, 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 shh. Bang, bang, bang. Building a Wētā house? How cool. The whare had a door so we could check in on Koro. I painted his name on it so he'd know it was his. We nailed it to a shady side of the tōtara tree. Look, Koro Wētā, a house of his own. I wonder if he'll stay there. Next morning, sure enough, Koro Wētā was in my gumboot. I picked him up and put him inside the Wētā whare. Can you see the Wētā on their hand? Eventually, Koro's whole whānau moved in, and he never came back to my gumboots again. Wow! Look at all those Wētā. What a great idea. When those gumboots got too small for me, we nailed them onto the tree too so Koro Wētā's whānau could have some room to spread out. I surrender, Koro Wētā, I said. You can have them now, you and your moko Wētā. What a lovely idea. A special home for all those Wētā. And I got some new gumboots. Warm, cosy, dry, and see-through. Can you check out the gumboots? Look at them. You can see right through them. You'd be able to tell if a Wētā was hiding in there, wouldn't you? And that's the end of the story. But in the back of the book is lots of information about Wētā. Do you know that Wētā only live in New Zealand? They're very special, and there's several different kinds of Wētā. Well, this story is in English and te reo Māori. We read it in English. Maybe if you can find the story, you could read it in te reo Māori. Have a look for it in your local bookstore or your local library. And find out more about this book at oratia.co.nz. If you are out in your garden and you find a beautiful Wētā, just look at it. They'll be more frightened of you than you'll be of them. and maybe you could help look after it, find it somewhere safe to live. And come and visit me again soon, my friend. I love it when you come to visit. I'll see if I can find some more surprises. Ka kite. Goodbye, my friend.